can smell the tails on you now. You're not a rap artist, you a scam artist with the hopes of being accepted. Tommy Hilfiger stood out, but Fubu never had been in collection. I make music that electrify, you make music that pacify.
What is good, YouTube? It is your boy, Low Life John, Low Life J, whatever you want to say, whatever keeps you going for the day. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first episode. I don't know if this is the actual name, but I like it because my name is Low Life John. Welcome to the first episode of the Lowdown, ladies and gentlemen. This is a podcast / informative video or series of informative videos on current events going on in our neighborhood. What is our neighborhood, ladies and gentlemen? The rap community, because you already know that's what we mess with heavy on this channel. Now, I got a few topics to get into. I'm going to be giving my opinion about those topics, and I'm also going to be I'm not TMZ, so I can't be a full-blown detective, but I am going to be giving as much research as needed for each topic to be able to, give you guys a little bit of insight and, to help further drive, any points that I might have. What I need from you, all I need you to do is drop a like down below, comment on the video. I don't even really know what to say right now because I'm too used to just doing reactions. I'm not really used to just doing the talking thing. So here we are. Let's get into it. Shout out everybody that has been wanting me to do some sort of talk show / podcast type of vibe. Man, shout out to my mama. I don't know why I'm shouting her out, but just shout out my mama. Yeah, man, we got a lot to get into. So let's go ahead and jump into our first topic. Topic 1. Kedrick's Juneteenth concert just happened, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, on the 19th of June.
Ain't seen them yet. Matter of fact, I ain't even beat them yet. Can I beat them? When I see you dance my sexy red, I believe you see two bad bitches. I believe you don't like.
I'm a little bit late as far as it goes to, reaction timing, but I got to watch the actual concert when it was on. I was watching it while I was at the gym, and I found myself, constantly staring at the phone as this concert was going on. I couldn't even really focus on what I was doing because the atmosphere, even through the phone, was just through the roof. I think so many people anticipated Kendrick Lamar, and they were curious as to what he was exactly gonna do, coming off of the whole beef with Drake. Obviously, the majority of the fans think that he won, so a lot of people were calling this a victory lap. They were curious to see what he was gonna say, what he was gonna do, what he was gonna perform, and boy, did he start off the best way you can start off, coming out in this red smoke and a red hoodie. Some people say he was dressed like Tupac. Some people say he was dressed like Drake in the Hotline Bling video. It don't matter, man. Kendrick came that night as the devil. Boy rose up from the red mist to the sound of Euphoria. That very, very beautiful intro of Euphoria. That sample, he had it playing for a little bit, and then he gets into the verse, and it's like Kendrick could have stopped every three words, and the crowd would have done the work for him. Sorry if y'all hear thunder outside, by the way. We do got a lot of thunder out here where I be staying at. Shout out Florida. He could have let the crowd rap the whole song for him, and it could have been possible. I mean, I have never seen a Kendrick concert, even from the live, that was as interactive as this one. I think everyone was hanging on to the edge of their seat. They wanted to know what Kendrick was going to say next. I think a lot of people were, even hoping that he might have taken jabs at, Drake, or maybe the situation going on in between songs. Kendrick came strictly for the music. He put on a really good set. He did perform 3 out of the 4 diss tracks that he dropped. He performed Euphoria, he performed 616 in LA, and he performed Not Like Us, obviously, like 5 times. I'm sure that was the one that was circulating around the internet the most. Honestly, I think that it is what people said it was. It was a victory lap. I think Kedrick not only was able to show off the West Coast and what the West Coast has to offer, he was able to, in a new light, bring a lot of the artists from that state together over one common thing, and that would be, uniting the West Coast and them not having an anthem in such a long time. I feel like this song is like, excuse me, I feel like this song did what King Kunta did, but times 5. It means so much to the city, and I mean, this song is gonna go down in history. I'm not saying it might be a Still Dre type song when it hits, but it definitely does have that type of aura to it. Speaking of Dr. Dre, shout out to him. He made an appearance. So many other big artists did too. That whole intro, that Psst, I see dead people, that was fire. Everything about the concert, without trying to sound too fanboyish, it was right down the alley of what you would want as a Kendrick fan. I think that Drake is doing the only thing that he can do right now, which is, stay quiet, stick to your guns, man. Act like it ain't really happened like that. But we all know Kendrick's making it hurt right now. He's twisting the knife, and we all know Kendrick's got the situation under control. So I think it was a really cool moment, not only for the culture. I think him doing it on Juneteenth, there was no better artist to do it. Kendrick means a lot to the culture, to black people, to what he stands on, and he united all of LA. So just a lot of positive vibes that night. From what I'm hearing, the Not Like Us video might be coming out soon, so I'm definitely gonna have to get a reaction to that. But yeah, man, just wanted to start off with that because I thought that was absolutely crazy to see. Moving on. I might get back into a little bit more of the Kendrick and Drake thing, but I want to move on to something that happened over this weekend.
Rapper Charles Jones, whose stage name is Foolio, was celebrating his birthday here in Tampa when it was cut short by gunfire. Take a look here, a bullet hole here at the wall of this hotel. Also, I'm going to show you here, this window appears to be boarded up. Now, Jones's longtime attorney confirmed very limited details as to what happened here at this hotel. A black car riddled with at least a dozen bullet holes.
That, I thought was pretty crazy. I don't know if it was Saturday or Sunday, but Foolio, some people know him better as just Foolio, was shot and killed this weekend in Tampa, Florida. Shot at a Holiday Inn after celebrating his 26th birthday. They said he was leaving an after party, and I don't know what the place is called. He was at like Truth something or something like that. He was leaving the after party, and I guess, I don't know if he was in a Charger or a Challenger. They parked up at the Holiday Inn, more than likely to check in, and it looks like both cars that were in the area all got fired on. They said 4 people were shot, but 1 person died. That 1 person being Foolio. Now, a lot of people are calling this very, very eerie, ironic, whatever you want to say. Foolio, for the better, for the worse, never ran from who he was as a character. Not as a character, as a person, true to his heart. He definitely lived the street life, to the fullest. He dissed, I don't know how many people that are not here no more, dissing other gangs, talking absolutely reckless on the internet. You know, he made that song When I See You, talking about, you know, now they smoking on, and I ain't even gonna say it because, you know, it ain't for me to disrespect nobody that's dead. You know, rest in peace to everybody that, you know, lost their life in the situation, everybody between the however many gangs involved that's even going through stuff, jail, or just lost somebody. You know, I don't wish none of that on nobody, but, you know, that's where Foolio came from. That's what he represented. And that's the life that he lived all the way up into the end. The craziest thing about the story that I think I saw was it's almost like Foolio really didn't. It's almost like he really didn't think, or not that he wasn't thinking, that he might have had no concerns just for this night that he normally might have had, you know, every other day as a man going through the things that you got to go through. You know, I can only imagine how much his head is on a swivel with everything that he's got to deal with, all the places that he tries to move at. He seemed very comfortable this night, you know, posting numerous times his location, even letting people know like days in advance where he was gonna be for his birthday bash. I mean, things like that are just things that, you know, you don't really see dudes of his status. And what I mean by status is like dudes that have like been in like enough street stuff that you can't really just be outside like that without moving a certain way. It's really interesting to see him do everything he did, and the way that it ended, I mean, it's tragic, but I mean, you know, you can't be surprised, even if you're not somebody that's going through nothing. You know, when you're somebody that means something, or when you got people that might be out here trying to take things from you, or trying to, like, you know, hurt you in some sort of way, they're going to take advantage in any way that they can. And one of those biggest things could be, you know, like you being intoxicated, you being off guard, you even, you know, posting your location online. So who knows what happened. Obviously, you know, there's going to be internet detectives, there's going to be the real feds that get into it, and they're probably, you know, if they never figure out what happened, they might not ever figure out who the shooter was. But, you know, the streets talk. I'm sure, you know, Foolio and his crew would have done things different if there was always a rewind button, but there's not. And unfortunately, we lost a really, really young rapper on Sunday. So I just want to go ahead and say rest in peace to Foolio. I also saw that Younging Ace has been dropping music very, very frequently since this whole ordeal. So that might be a reaction that I get into. Like I said, man, it could be a sad situation, but for these dudes, I mean, you got some people out here, unfortunately, celebrating death. So it is what it is. I just wanted to get into that just because, you know, I feel like that's something that, you know, is going to be talked about a lot. And I think that was pretty crazy. And Foolio was, you know, for what it's worth, he was a great artist. He was a great street artist. So, you know, rest in peace to him. Hope his family can find peace, and hopefully this can be the end of things. But, you know, obviously, you know, it never will be. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get into some arrests that have happened. Speaking of negativity, I mean, let's just keep it negative. You know what I'm saying? Sorry to move on from that last topic to this, but let's go ahead and get into some arrest. All right, now who got arrested? Who doing the time? Travis Scott. Travis Scott was arrested not too long ago, ladies and gentlemen, a few days ago, for public intoxication. Does this surprise me? No. Should this surprise y'all? No. This man's ad-lib is, it's lit. I don't really know what to say. He was drunk. Where did he get arrested at? Miami. Should this surprise you? No. I ain't really got too much to say on this, man. I mean, his mugshot pretty hard too. I mean, bro got a nice mugshot. He clearly look like he ain't really want to be there. But you know, shout out to Travis. You know, let's get that album, new music coming soon. I do not support drunk driving, but Travis was drunk walking, so this is different. Travis was just being him. Someone that was drunk driving though, we got Justin Timberlake JT, Mr. Cry Me a River, Mr. Rock Your Body, whatever you want to say. Justin Timberlake was also arrested for DUI. Was also arrested, but for DUI. Now, difference from Travis's situation was Justin Timberlake was behind the wheel. I do not support being intoxicated behind the wheel. You should not put people's life in danger just because you feel the need to drive. Fortunately, it ended up with him getting a mugshot and probably him going home with some regrets rather than him doing anything crazy. So glad to hear that Justin is all right. Glad to hear that they got that man off the street. You can clearly look at the photo. That boy was sauced and tossed chicken tenders. He was all the way out of there. Them eyes is redder than Red Hot's peppermint gum. I do not know what else to say. That boy was drunk. If I would have pulled him over, I wouldn't have even gave him the sobriety test. I'd have put him in the back of the car. All right. Moving on. Our next topic for the day. Still sticking a little negative, but I also just want to it's positive because I want to shed light on somebody that I don't feel like gets talked about too much anymore, besides just the people that listen to him as like a core fan base. That would be XXXTentacion. He died 6 years ago on June 21st, I believe. And it's sad to, really think about what X could have been, where he would be right now if he had not left us so young. And just the fact that he was so young, man, and the way that he died, how he died over something really, really, really dumb. And, we just got to do better out here, man. Sucks we got to lose so many young artists. Sucks it's got to be that way. Leave a comment down below where y'all think X would have been, if he would have still been alive now. I think he genuinely ran the SoundCloud era. He was SoundCloud at one point. X meant so much to the underground culture. He meant so much to kids that felt like they didn't really have a voice. And even some adults too, as he got older, he learned how to speak to different genres. He even did things from R&B, pop, Spanish. X was just such a versatile artist, and I really, really hate that we had to lose someone like that so early. So I just want to give a shout out to X. Shout out to his son, Gekyum. Hopefully you carry on the legacy of, what your dad had going. But yeah, it just sucks when you think back on that. So, I am kind of keeping this episode short and sweet. This is kind of just like a tester episode, if anything. I just wanted to make sure that I was able to get through a few topics, cover a few things. Let me know some feedback from y'all. Obviously, besides me just having to work on being a better host. What are some things y'all want to see me talk about? What would y'all want to hear from me? What do y'all even want to see setup wise? I'm working with what I got right now, but we're all trying to change things around. I want to get into some new music. I want to try to put y'all on game with new music, or maybe some of the stuff that I'm feeling. So Don Toliver had just recently dropped Hearthstone Psycho. I really do enjoy that album by Don Toliver. I think the aesthetic that he went for on this album was very in the club, dark, a dark in the club feeling, as he always brings. But this one is a little bit more grungy. He's definitely trying a lot of things on this with songs like 4x4 or even Backstreets with Tizo Touchdown. He's always just able to switch it up, give you a really, really good vibe with all his music. I think Hearthstone Psycho is probably one of the better projects that dropped this year. So y'all should definitely go give that a listen if you have not. What else dropped? I see that A$AP Rocky announced his album coming soon, Don't Be Dumb. Very, very excited to hear that A$AP Rocky is dropping new music. I don't know when's the last time that I do know when's the last time ASAP Rocky dropped, but it felt like forever ago. Like, I don't know when's the last time I could say, like, it's Rocky season. But finally, he is going to be dropping soon. I'm hoping we're going to be getting something. Don't got to be old Rocky. I did like some of the things he did on Testing, but I would like him to stay in more of a hip-hop based bag or a hip-hop based flow. I think it suits him better. I think it matches his character better. And, I think it's what the fans really want to hear. So I'm really excited to hear what ASAP has got to say. Also, after him coming off the Drake diss and everything that's going on, it's a weird times to rap right now. I'm really, really anticipating a lot of artists dropping their next albums to see where they go from here after the landscape of rap has kind of changed. Let me know what y'all. Let me know if y'all feel the same way, or any projects that you might be excited to see here. And until next time, it has been your boy, Low Life John, Low Life Jay, whatever you want to say, whatever keeps you going for the day. I'm going to go try to get me something to eat. And until the next episode, it has been a Lowdown. We out.